So like this guy here, are you tired of constantly having to adjust the height of the chop saw table just to cut one bit of timber? You're always wobbling around, risking your life to cut one timber? Well, that's perfect because I'm going to show you exactly how you can make this chop saw table in under 2 hours with just scraps in your workshop. As long as you've got a bit of plywood and a couple of lengths of 2x4, you're able to create this, which will no longer cause you the problems I just showed you earlier. Let me show you how you can make that right now. 3 measurements that you need to cut this whole project. So the plywood is obviously 550 by 550. Hi, Future Mantas here. Quick correction, 3 plies will be 550 by 550. The 4th ply, which is where the actual chop saw is going, is going to be 38 mil times 2 wider. In this example, I cut mine wrong, so you guys can cut yours right. You'll be overhanging yours by whatever the timber of the thickness of the leg that you're using. The legs is 830 mil, and to make the box is obviously 550 is one measurement and 474, that's the inside measurement. That's all you need. Okay, I've got all 4 sheets of plywood cut, so now it's time to build them all. Now, before getting the legs on, just ensure that all of them are the exact same height, and if you find that one is shorter than the rest, then just cut it to the shortest one. All you need to do, just put your leg on the corner there, use a clamp to clamp it, and then just screw it in. Now, once the leg is on, you want to mark out where you're going to put your bottom shelf, 5 inches from the top. Once you put your 2 platforms on to the legs that you've marked, pretty much got yourself the base. Now, attaching the sides is the slightly trickier part, which I want to just share. To simplify things, you could, instead of building this all out, you could just buy an L-shaped bracket that goes onto this and then goes onto that. But it does cost $20 per pair. So that's $40 just for the brackets themselves. Let me show you what needs to be added in order to make this work. So first, you're going to want to put on another 2x4 to make it even with that, just to fill in this gap here. Then you want another bit of 2x6 cut out the exact same width. And you want to attach this exactly so that the top of the platform is going to be flush with the bottom of the level, and just screw them on to the timber we've just attached. To make sure that you're screwing this at the right height and you don't have to re-screw it, is my advice is put a level on this and make sure that it's running pretty much straight with the level. And to make sure that the end again is not falling, what I've done is just clamped a bit of scrap wood to my bench, and then I can adjust this as much as I need to for now. Once I've got all the height in place, then I can put my diagonals in. Now, of course, you're going to need some long screws to secure this box to the 2x6 you've just put on. I'm using 5-inch GRKs, but you don't have to use GRKs. I just have these spare. The diagonal is going to be 550 mil, and the angles are cut at 45 each, and then wherever it ends up, it ends up. Last thing is to put the diagonal in and screw it in. And once you've got both your diagonals in, you got yourself a chop saw table for the price of scrap wood if you had any scraps, and if not, then maybe you have to buy some lumber. If you guys enjoyed, let me know in the comments. See you guys on the next one.